Hello everyone. Welcome to Gumbig Science Explained. Today, we will cover one of the most conflict subjects between materialism and spiritualism.
Okay, let's dive right in, shall we? We're talking about one of the biggest, most mind-bending questions out there. Is this massive change happening to our planet right now a doorway to a new consciousness, a great awakening, or is it the trigger for a total global apocalypse? That's what we're gonna unpack. Right. Let's start with something that's not up for debate. This is a hard scientific fact. The Earth's magnetic North Pole is moving. And it's not just a little drift. It is racing from the Canadian Arctic over towards Siberia at nearly 34 miles a year. I mean, that is a speed we have never seen in recorded history. Exactly. And that's the whole point, isn't it? Something is happening. And for a huge number of people, this isn't a reason to panic. Actually, it's a sign. A big, flashing signal that a profound planetary level shift is underway, and we are right in the middle of it. So this leads us down a really fascinating path. You've got this massive global community that sees this and says, this isn't random. They believe this is a deeply spiritual transformation, something that's been prophesied for centuries. And here's the core idea for them. They're saying the weakening of our magnetic field isn't a threat, it's an opportunity. They call it the Great Reset. It's as if the universe is hitting a cosmic reset button, getting ready to clear out all the old, broken systems to make way for something completely new. And the vision for what comes next is, well, it's incredible. We're talking about a literal upgrade for humanity. The thinking is, as the Earth's shield weakens, all these higher vibrational energies can finally reach us, triggering a massive leap in our evolution. People talk about ascending from our current 3D reality of conflict and division to a 5D reality of unity and peace. Imagine a world where corruption just dissolves, where abilities like telepathy become normal. That's the promise of the new Earth. And this isn't some brand new idea born on the internet. Believers will point way back to ancient wisdom, like the Hopi prophecies that talked about a purification day, a time when the world would be cleansed before a new era of peace. They see the pole shift as the physical proof that those ancient predictions are coming true right now. Whoa, 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 hold on. That all sounds really lovely, but here's the cold, hard truth. The laws of physics do not care about your vibration. The scientific data points to a reality that is far, far from utopian. Yeah, from a purely scientific perspective, the picture is bleak. When geophysicists look at the speed of the pole's movement and the weakening field, they don't see a spiritual awakening. They see the warning signs of a planetary nightmare, a full-blown geomagnetic reversal. So first, we have to be crystal clear on what this field actually does. It's not just something for compasses. It's a gigantic, invisible force field, a planetary shield. It's constantly deflecting a storm of deadly radiation from the sun and from deep space. It is, and I mean this literally, the only thing that makes complex life on the surface of our planet possible.
Now, during a reversal, as the poles flip, that shield falters, big time. Models based on solid geological history predict its strength could plummet to as little as 10% of what it is today. Let that sink in for a second. 90% of our planet's defense system could just go offline.
So what does that world look like? Well, on the left, that's us today. Protected, stable, life is thriving. On the right, that's a world that's been left exposed. A planet getting bombarded by cosmic rays, extreme UV radiation. Over time, our atmosphere itself could be stripped away by the solar wind. And the immediate consequences? They're just catastrophic. Forget about awakening your inner telepathy. You won't even be able to make a phone call. A single powerful solar flare hitting that weakened shield could fry our entire global power grid. Every satellite would be destroyed. No more internet, no GPS. For us, cancer rates would go through the roof. And in nature, animals that depend on the magnetic field to migrate, birds, whales, bees, they'd be lost. It would trigger a total ecosystem collapse. This is the very definition of a mass extinction event. If you want a case study for what happens, just look up at our neighbor, Mars. It once had a magnetic field, a thick atmosphere, maybe even life. Then it lost its field, the atmosphere was blown away into space, and the surface became the irradiated, dead wasteland we see today. This isn't science fiction, it's a cautionary tale written in the sky. Okay, that is terrifying. But hang on a second. What if this isn't an either-or situation? What if the spiritual reset and the scientific nightmare are actually describing the very same event, just using two different languages? This is where it gets truly unsettling.
Seriously, think about it. The prophecies talk about a great purification day to cleanse the world of corruption. And the scientific models show a biological catastrophe that would wipe out the dominant technological species that is, by pretty much any measure, corrupting the planet's ecosystems. So, is cleansing just a more spiritual sounding word for extinction?
So the final chilling thought is this. Maybe the new Earth really is coming. The planet will absolutely survive. It'll rebalance. Life, in some form, will find a way to recover. But the new Earth that emerges from the ashes of a collapsed magnetic field might be an Earth that simply doesn't have us on it anymore. So in the end, whether you see this as a spiritual graduation or a biological catastrophe, the underlying fact is the same. The shield is dropping. The change is happening. The only real question is what's on the other side.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more science-related videos. Check out our channel to find out more.